Welcome back into the Enrichment Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Stern Agee here in town. You see their number 670-2794 in East Tennessee. They have thrived. That company is a national company. Thrived, survived ups and downs in the market more than a century. There is no luck involved in that kind of track record. Their financial advisors have a full range of products and services designed to help you achieve your personal goals. Call Stern Agee this week. You will be glad that you did. All right, back with Shazan, David, Bob, and Jimmy. Lightning round, I'm just going to throw these out here. Whoever wants them can grab them, okay? First one, how concerned should Tennessee fans be about a home date with Vanderbilt, the team that won at Florida yesterday, and a road game at Kentucky? Need both to go bowling. How much concern should Vol fans have about these two games?
I think there should be considerable concern with Vanderbilt. Now, Vanderbilt beat the heck out of you last year. They go to Florida and they win, something you couldn't do. Now, Vanderbilt only had 183 yards total offense, and they relied on getting 4 turnovers, which was key. But the way Vanderbilt's playing, they've got to feel better about themselves right now than Tennessee does. I do like the fact Tennessee has an open date before they play them. I think they can kind of get their legs back and heal their wounds a little bit.
Yeah, I think that this open date couldn't have come at a better time.
On a scale of 1 to 10, my concern over Vandy's up about a 7.5. And
that's high.
10's really concerned.
Ex-players, you don't even want to think about losing 2 in a row to Vanderbilt.
No.
I mean,
well said, well spoken. Right.
I mean, the team should have high concern for both of those teams because they got to win both to go to their goal, which is the bowl game.
Go ahead, Shazan.
it's going to take a lot of good 3 and 6s, 3 great efforts and 6 great seconds in order for Tennessee to beat Vanderbilt. They got to bring the game.
I'm going to say this, and everybody's going to laugh. Vanderbilt's a concern because if you fumble 14 times, they can beat you. And certainly Patton Robinette's going to have a real emotional pull next week. They ran some Wildcat yesterday. We've seen Tennessee have some troubles there. Don't sleep on Kentucky. You got a brother that plays up there. They've got their issues. They've also got a mobile quarterback named Jalen Whitlow, and Tennessee doesn't play great on the road. I'm just saying. All right, Gus Malzahn inherited more talent, no question, so we're taking him out of it. But which of the SEC's other new coaches has had the best season? Mark Stoops, Brett Bielema, or Butch Jones?
I think you got to go with Butch Jones. I mean, he had the signature win that everybody wanted, and he's also had the toughest schedule. So what he's done, I think, has been more impressive. I haven't been at least impressed with Brett Bielema.
I think he's a fish out of water, it seems.
Yeah.
Thoughts on?
I agree with Bob. I think Tennessee does have a win over a ranked team. The other two don't. Bielema started out 3-0, and when they blew the game to Rutgers, it's like they blew their season. They've been awful since then. They've got 2 good running backs, but their quarterback play has not been very good. They don't throw the ball well. I'd go with Tennessee and Butch Jones.
Yeah, I agree, Butch, and that's just the schedule, but then also look at the recruiting class that he's putting together.
Stoops at Kentucky is at least recruiting well. Bielema's not even doing that right now. Shazan, is it Butch?
No doubt. Thumbs down.
Yeah, I mean, he's the guy that's got, 4 wins? He's got more wins than the other guys. He's got a conference win. The other 2 don't. And he's done it against, as we showed you in that first segment, a much more difficult schedule. So, Butch Jones easily. If Alabama's the best team in the league, and boy, they look like it, who's next best? Texas A&M, who has no defense. LSU, who now has 3 losses. Missouri, 1 loss. Auburn, 1 loss. Carolina, 2 losses. Who's next best after Alabama?
I'm going to go with Missouri. I think Missouri's got the best combination of offense and defense. I mean, we talked about Tennessee's speed. I think Auburn may be the fastest team in the SEC, but I think Missouri's more balanced. I'm going to go with Missouri right now.
I agree with Bob for just what he said. Missouri, they've got a good pass rush, they've got a good run offense, a good run defense, and they had a string of beating Georgia and South Carolina and I forgot the other one, but they won some games in a row against quality competition. I guess Florida was another one that was in that streak.
Yeah,
I'm going to go Missouri.
Here's the thing about Missouri: they're 1 loss in overtime. If they stop 1 4th and 15 play, they're still undefeated right now. If they don't shank a field goal, they may have gone on to win in overtime. I think just by default, you look at that record, I would probably go Missouri too, but I really like Auburn and Carolina as well. Thoughts on who would be the next best?
I agree with Missouri. I take Auburn out of it just from the fact that on offense they are so one-dimensional. You go play in the Iron Bowl against Alabama,
and a great one to watch.
It should be, but if they stop the run, what else are they going to do?
Yeah. Shazan?
Missouri, I'm with the fellas. Missouri has it all.
And who would have gone into the season saying that? That's the interesting thing. Last year,
Missouri fans.
Yeah, no, they were calling for Pinkle's head. Even they were off of it. Last year, you go into the SEC season and you're thinking that Missouri has a better chance to get to Atlanta than Texas A&M. It goes just the opposite way because Missouri has all those injuries. Everybody kind of writes off Missouri. That's a pretty good program. I mean, number one in the nation in 2007. I think Gary Pinkel has shown, like Bobby Petrino at Arkansas, he doesn't have to have a bunch of 4- and 5-star guys to win there, which I think that's a concern moving forward if you're in the East and you're going against another program that doesn't have to recruit well to play well. All right, guys, thank you very much. Shazan, David, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Next week at the Open Date Show, but I'll see you in a couple of weeks when we break down the Vanderbilt game. You two, I will see next week when we do our Open Date Show, talk some football, talk some basketball. When we come back, Sterling, Bobby, Chuck, Mike, maybe a special guest. We'll try and get him in here. Come on back on the Enrichment Sports Source.